Hello everybody, I am here today and I'm doing another vintage hair tutorial, and today I am doing a softer, more flexible, modern take on vintage Hollywood hair. This is a hairstyle that you can do when you are actually doing something in your life where you need to move, or the wind is blowing, or you need to wear a hat, or you get hot and you want to move your hair, or whatever it is. So let's get started. I'm going to spray my hair with a heat protection spray. Heat protection spray is really important for this style because we are curling our entire head and we want to make sure that those curls really set. So after you've brushed it through, make sure your hair is really deeply parted. The deeper the better. And make sure it is parted straight, unlike mine was just then. Now I'm going to take my 1-inch Hot Tools curling iron and I'm going to curl and pin my entire head going down away from the part. So that's the way that you're going to curl it. So I'm taking bigger sections for this style because I want the curls to be a little bit looser. When you take smaller sections and use a smaller barrel curling iron, that's when you're gonna get those really, really tight curls. I'm just gonna pull through. Oh, probably help if a curling iron was on. Okay, now that my curling iron is hot, let's do this again. So I'm just gonna twist and pull and twist and pull and just do this slowly until all of those ends are through the iron. And then let it get nice and hot. And then slide it off onto your thumb or your palm. And then I'm going to just make it nice and tight against my head and pin. And I'm gonna do the same thing back here. This is pretty much gonna go the same around your entire head. And you wanna make sure that you curl your hair in the same direction around your entire head. And it's really important that you get that little tail tucked in there, because if you don't, the end will be crimped and then your curls won't be pretty and they will tangle when you start to brush them out. I've had a lot of girls ask why my hair tutorials aren't longer, and honestly they're not longer because most of the hairstyles that I do are really easy and fast, and unless I just blabbered on, there's not a lot to them. So you're gonna do this whole type of curling around your entire head. I try to do straight, even rows around the head. Obviously the back is gonna be a little harder, so don't stress so much about that. And once they're done, let them cool, and then we'll do the next step. I like this. So this is my full head curled and cooled, and now I'm gonna take all of these out. So what's really important when you take them out is the direction that you pull the curls out. So you always want to pull towards the back of your head, or I guess towards the front of your face. So boop, this way, and pull all of the curls in the front of your head the same direction. So when you get to this side, you're gonna actually be pulling them the other way, boop, but still towards your face. And because this is a looser style, it's not so important that they meet up in the back anyways. It's more important that the front kind of all waves in the same direction. Okay, so once all of those curls are out, I'm just gonna run my fingers through them to loosen them a little bit. And then here is where you're gonna use products depending on your hair type. So I don't use a ton of product because I have really straight hair, and so once I put a curling iron through it, it really smooths out my frizz. But if you have problems with frizz or you have natural curl, you're gonna wanna use a styling wax or a pomade. And you can use this just at the tops of your hair. My hair is actually pretty clean, so I'm gonna use a little bit of this. So anywhere where you would have frizz, so around your hairline, you can also use it to smooth through your curls to make sure that they all stay nice and smooth. So now you wanna loosen these curls a little bit. So I'm taking a brush and I'm just brushing through them. And you're gonna see, because you pulled them out in the same direction, that they're gonna start laying together, which takes the work out of it. Okay, so now I'm going to take some duckbill clips. And I'm just gonna sort of put them in my hair where I want my hair to wave. I want this nice dramatic wave right here. So I'm gonna clip and spray. Then I want my hair to not do that. And just sort of follow what your hair wants to do. If you try to push too hard against it, it's not gonna listen to you. So then I'm gonna put another pin, pushing the hair this direction, and then another pin pushing against that one. So essentially you just want to sort of alternate your pins back and forth, pushing the hair back and forth to create that wave. And then as you go, spray. Now this is going to be a looser style, so just know when you take the pins out for this style, because you haven't done any teasing, it's not going to stay exactly there. It's not going to be a helmet, but that's why I like this style better, because it is not a helmet. So then when you get down to here, I just like to brush the hair together so it sort of lays naturally. And then on this side, I'm just gonna brush and then tuck it behind my ear And if you have any of these little doopy guys, one thing you can do is just a little bit of teasing, and this will hold that section together. So I'm just gonna tease just a little bit, and see, now you don't have those little doopy guys. And a little spray. I'm also using, this is Big Sexy Hair, and this is their Get Layered hairspray, and this is a working hairspray. I'm not using a finishing hairspray on this look because I do want it to be a little bit looser. When I'm doing really finished, really coiffed tease styles, that's when I use my heavier hairspray. And I really can't stress enough, you can brush, because it'll loosen these curls and make them more loose and sexy instead of sort of tight. Okay, so once this has cooled, dried, not cooled, I'm gonna take these guys out. So there you go. Very easy, loose, sort of Hollywood inspired waves. It's a more modern take on a vintage style. If it drives you crazy to have your hair in your face, you can put 2 bobby pins, put one right here and one right here, and it'll sort of hold it out of your face so it doesn't drive you insane. And also, once you've sort of set this, as the day goes on, your hair is gonna sort of move and bend and flex. And if you do a couple of these, your curls are gonna keep their shape because you've pinned it. So don't worry if the wind blows, or if, I don't know, if you get hot and you need to move your hair to the side, or whatever you do, your curls are still gonna be cute. And that's why I like this style. I like to do this style when I'm working all day or doing hair and makeup, because I can still move my fingers through it and it doesn't mess up. So that is my modern take on Hollywood waves. I hope you guys like this tutorial. Don't stress so much about your hair and making it absolutely perfect, because at the end of the day, it's just hair. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. Be sure to check out these other videos that I have posted to see more of my wackiness. And if you want to see even more of my wackiness, be sure to subscribe for all things that are vintage and retro and general silliness.